Hello and welcome to the Slingshot channel, Umbrella Edition. Why is Jörg having an umbrella while the sun is out? Well, the explanation is that in Germany now politicians came up with a marvelous idea to reduce crime. They allowed cities to define no weapon zones. And those are now coming up in so many different cities in Germany. That's basically a zone where it's absolutely illegal to carry anything that can be used as a weapon. Basically, even a pocket knife, like a Swiss Army knife, you cannot carry in one of these zones. Typically also no things like blank firing guns, just nothing that is really meant to be a weapon. Of course, there are a few exceptions that they can just not ban. And for example, a regular umbrella is one of these things. Of course, only as long as this is sold as a regular umbrella and not as a self-defense umbrella. Yeah, don't laugh. There are such things as self-defense umbrellas that you can buy in Germany. Now these here, like 4 different models, I bought on Amazon between 20 and 35 euros. So they're better quality, supposedly. And they are also, I will test them, even though they are sold as regular umbrellas with no meaning of like self-defense or something, if they are useful as a stabbing weapon, as a club, and also if they're solid enough to be used as a weapon. And then we'll judge which one is the best. So we will start with this model, which is an Adriano Porcaro, and it's actually 26 euros in Amazon Germany. So first of all, the tip makes a good impression because it is capped with metal. Looks like brass. It has a wooden handle. Seems pretty solid, and I can already see there's more brass in this. Well, let's unbox it. This is an automatic umbrella with a spring. Actually, I think the shaft is made from plastic, and also the spokes here are plastic, I think. Yeah, I don't think that they have a metal core. The whole thing, well, it's a large umbrella, so it's suitable for this. Well, let's see how well it fares. We will begin with a stabbing test. So I will stab it 3 times into this archery mat with all the power that me, an older 60-year-old gentleman, can still muster. And then we will see how deep this enters, and also we will see if this is solid enough. Okay. Oops. Well, as you can easily see, this one actually crumbled on the first attempt, and therefore I can say that this is not suitable as a self-defense umbrella. It's actually junk. The Xbrella Strong Full Fiber AC is a XXL type, so this is also a large umbrella, and it seems like it has a plastic tip. Something looks a little bit like carbon fiber, could be. And also, it seems like it has a plastic handle. Alright, so this here is also a large umbrella. I think it will be very practical against rain, so that one is for sure. The shaft looks like it's carbon fiber, which would be excellent. The spokes are actually plastic too. I don't think that those are metal, maybe, but I don't think so. In any case, so far as an umbrella, it makes a good impression. It also has a plastic tip, but it looks sturdy. So let's see how well it survives the stabbing. So now we will do the stabbing test. Okay. So as you saw, it really punched big holes into the mat, and it actually stayed intact while I did this. So this is clearly a solid, very, very solid umbrella. We're now doing the slashing test. So we will now clobber this archery mat a few times with full force, and then we'll see how well this survives. So this survived this with no problems, and I will now try again, and then I will really try to use all my force with both hands and see if that survives it. I am fairly convinced that with this thing I can beat the whatever out of an attacker. So the ultimate test for if this is solid, I will now stand on this thing and then see if it's going to break, because it's like here it's about, I don't know, maybe 20 centimeters higher than down here. So the next one that we have is the Pierre Cardin Long AC Primeur. And they say that it actually has a steel stock and fiberglass reinforced rails. Well, definitely it's a light and very, very slim umbrella. I love the tip because this is metal and it's also sharp, the edges. So, and then I also like that the hook here is a little bit sharp, so I think you can probably use this as a weapon to actually like catch someone like here or here. So yeah, let's see if Pierre Cardin is as good as his reputation. This one does not have a cover, so let's see how well it's made. Okay, it's an automatic. Yes, this seems like it's made from steel, and the spokes are actually metal. Those, I think those are metal. So it's a little bit flimsy, so I'm not sure how well it's going to survive all the tests that we're going to put it through. It's a little bit of a smaller umbrella than the other one, but it still is a full-size umbrella, so I think this will keep you dry. So it sounds solid. Let's see how well it fares. Okay. I'll try again, holding it a little bit further back. I think this one passed the stabbing test with the flying colors. It's really solid, much more solid than it looks like, because it seems so light and fragile. But it's obviously more sturdy than it looks. Okay, let's now do the clubbing test. Uh-oh. Oh. So this one bent a little, but that was really not a problem because it's steel, so I can simply bend it back, and it's still a fully functional umbrella, so there's really no issue with this, and I'm actually quite pleased with the performance. In the beginning I thought it's going to break, but since this is not plastic but steel, it's just better suitable as a self-defense umbrella, I think. We will now do the foot test again. And of course it is absolutely to be expected that it will bend again, but we will find out if I can straighten it so that it is again a functional umbrella afterwards. Because if that works, I believe that it has passed the test. Okay, let's find out. After straightening, I think it is again a fully functional umbrella. Works like a charm, and even though it is really flimsy and lightweight, I think that so far it has passed the test as the leading candidate. So this next one is a Logan & Barnes, and it's €34.99 on Amazon. And they say that as a young startup, we would like to thank you for purchasing and buying with us. And actually, as a startup, it makes a good impression. It's like heavier than the other models and it seems sturdy. So let's inspect it. Okay. Alright, so this whole thing looks pretty sturdy. Now this here could be metal, it could also be plastic, we don't know. I'll find out. Oh, it's clearly metal. The tip is actually not suitable for stabbing because it is like rubber, but I think you can remove the rubber, yes. And then it gets very interesting because we now have this really sharp open end, which I think is pretty much like a tissue sampler if you ram this into someone. Let's see if that's gonna work out. Okay. So clearly this enters the mat with ease, and I think it's actually one of the most dangerous umbrellas I've ever seen. Definitely it's the most dangerous umbrella when it comes to stabbing of all the 4 umbrellas that we've tested today. Now to the clubbing test. Let's see. Okay. So it was really solid by clubbing, it just bent a little bit, but not much. The only thing is I have to say is that this one opens automatically when you slash with it. And I think that can easily be prevented because it's just a little bit of Velcro that keeps it closed. But therefore we can simply put the cover over it that is supplied with the umbrella, and I think then it will be even better suited. So again with the cover. So it did break while I was trying to fix it, to bend it straight, and this is because there was a weakness in it. There was a little hole for the opener here. So it's actually, I think that is where the mechanism hooks in. And this is like a weak spot in the umbrella, which is now broken. I think the winner of this little test is the Pierre Cardin, because it's super lightweight and it's really elegant. Very easy to carry. I don't like that it doesn't have a cover, so you just have to carry it like this. I prefer it if they have a cover. You could probably use one from one of the other umbrellas though. And as you could see, it was possible to bend it back with ease and without the umbrella breaking. At $29.99, it's not an expensive umbrella and I can definitely recommend it. If you like it a little more heavy, then the Logan and Barnes for $34.99 is coming in at the close number 2, so it's a runner-up here. And I have to say it only failed because when I tried to bend it back, it broke. But during the fighting, the simulated fighting, it actually performed really well. So it's heavier and it also has a cover. So if you like it a little bit heavier and a little bit more sturdy, then this one would be the one of choice. But the Pierre Cardin definitely won this test. In any case, I hope you like this because that's it for today. Thanks and bye-bye.